A lot of questions that I see coming up about Social Security and VA and the way that they work. So I want to just real briefly tell you why people get confused. First of all, if you're disabled, file a claim for Social Security. Don't just go, if you can't work, don't just file for VA. Some veterans tell me, well, I wanted to get that done first. Well, here's the way Social Security works. There are two types of Social Security. One is Social Security disability, where you have worked and paid money into the system and you are insured. You are only insured for a limited amount of time. In other words, when they set up disability, it wasn't like retirement. You have to show you've been out working in the labor market, paying your Social Security taxes, and it has to be 5 out of the last 10 years. And so they have each year that you're required to make so much money and pay taxes on it. And if you are, then you're insured for that year. When you stop working, if you have worked steadily up until that date, at the end of the next 5 years, you're not going to be insured anymore. It goes, and people are talking about insured date. That's what the insured date means. What is the date you're last insured, the last covered? So you have to show you became disabled before the end of that date. Okay. So for Social Security disability, unlike VA, you don't have to show why you're disabled. You only have to show you can't work and you were unable to work before that date. All right. The other kind of Social Security is the old welfare program. Even though you didn't pay enough into the system, you're insured if you can't work under the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI. That is income based. You have to be disabled, but you have to show your income. And I don't know if it's 770, it's something very, very low. Okay, so those are the two Social Security programs for disability. Over here, we have two VA programs. The one we always talk about here is compensation and pension. You are being paid for a disability that was caused by your service. You get all that money. There is no offset. But there's another VA called the pension. And that's for people who serve during time of war and cannot work because they're disabled. That is income based. So if somebody is getting that benefit, then they're going to look at their total income before they're allowed any other benefit. Okay. If they're getting SSI, that's what they're looking at, the income. So veterans who get compensation, they're service connected for compensation, $3,600 a month. They can also get all of their Social Security if it's regular disability. It's only when you deal with the SSI or the pension program that you need to worry about these onsets. Or they need, okay, but file for both of them. It's really important.